Hey everybody, next part. I don't even know what part we're on, 6, 7, one of those. So earlier on I drew this piece out here, there we go, and my initial thought is that I was going to use just one whole piece to go in there, and I really wanted to use this fabric, but my feeling was that it actually, when I put it up against this pale grey, it hasn't got enough contrast. So in the end I've decided to use a bunch of fabrics. Let me show you these guys, and this one I think, yeah. So this is what I used. And I've already done it, so I've roughly cut it out. I've cut out the edges that need to be nice and clean, which hasn't got a fabric next to it. I'll cut those out carefully, so these bits. The rest of it I haven't particularly cut out because I don't need to, because I'm going to fit this right behind the other pieces. So I'm just going to pull it forward. So that's one tip. When you're cutting it out, just cut it, if you're going to fit it in behind something, just cut it out slightly larger so that you've just got a very slight overlap. Okay? Doesn't have to be much, just a slight overlap. So that's going to fit in there, right behind all these bits. This one up as well, I'll put it in there. There we go, and then I'm going to glue it on. With my iron. So now, if I was to peel this all off now, it would all come off as one piece so far, because there is a slight overlap on all of the pieces. There we go. Before I peel this off, once I've finished it all, I will get my big iron out and give it a really good press onto the parchment paper before I peel it, just so everything is, because this is great, but it doesn't get quite as hot maybe as in order to peel everything off. Just make sure that everything's really nicely stuck down. So let's just show you what we're going to do next. So we can have a go at the wing. So far I have drawn around it, which is this bit, and then I've cut a whole piece out of the darkest colour, the main colour that you can see on there, and I've cut that out. So this is all cut out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around these smaller pieces and stick them onto here, because all of them actually overlap each other, and then I'll be able to pull that off and stick it onto the dark grey piece. If that makes sense. So just going to use this. I'll use a pen so you can see it easier. I don't like using felt tip pen because sometimes if you're using a very pale fabric it comes through, but just so you can see it nicely. Okay, so that's the piece there. So this is the fabric I'm going to use on there. I'm just going to just iron it down a bit because it's stuck on the back there. There we go. Just going to hold it onto my fabric and cut it out. There we go, find my scissors. You can see that you can pretty quickly, once you get into it, you can build it up fairly quickly. I haven't spent a lot of time on this, and you know, we're a good way through already. Okay, so that's cut out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this piece onto the template that I drew out. If I can get the backing paper off. Okay. Down. Okay. And the next piece. I haven't done this black area, so that I'm going to put in separately. I've got this piece in here. And I'm just going to do this bit in here as well, because again that's the same colour as that bit. So I'll just quickly cut that bit out of the same piece. Try not to waste too much fabric. Okay, just a tiny bit. And just stick that on. Yeah. I haven't taken the backing off of this piece, so it's not sticking to my paper. And I'll just try and find a bit that I can use for this bit in here. Yeah, that should work. So I'm going to draw around. I did draw around it, didn't I? What did I do with it? There it is. Actually, I think I might use that. It's a bit shinier. No, I won't. I'll use this because this is a bit thinner. And it'll sit better on top. So again, I just hold it on, cut it out. Going to stick right over the top of that. Let's see what else I need. I need to go in here. Let's have a quick rummage through my drawers. That'll do nicely. If anybody put a post up today about a new pattern, if anybody has got any ideas what we could do, feel free to post on there. You kind of run out of ideas after a while. And it takes me a little while to design the pattern, so I know nobody's really ready for a new pattern, but it will take me a little while to design it. Give everybody a chance to catch up. There we go. It's in there, and then I just need these black bits in here. Okay. Hold it up to the light, make sure it's all covered over. Do let me know how you're getting on, and if anybody has any suggestions about what I could do better, please do let me know. It's a big learning curve for me at the moment. My black area is a bit bigger than that back area, but it doesn't matter. So then what I can do is I can peel this off, because all of these bits have stuck together somewhere. It will come off as one piece, and then I should be able to work out where it's going to stick on here. So that goes up across there. That goes right over to the edge there. Bit fiddly. Okay. Right. Hopefully you can see that. There's not very good light in here tonight. I'll bring it up to the camera a bit closer in a second. Okay. So there we go. That's what it's looking like. And I'm going to peel this off the back. Hopefully. Yeah. Get this right out the way. And I can then slot this in. And that go underneath everything again. It's a pretty good match. Yeah, happy with that. And there we go. And then I should just do this little piece in here, which is this bit here, separately. But what looked as though it was going to be quite a fiddly bit, actually, you know, it works out fairly easily if you break it down into sections. So, hope that's helpful, and I'll see you again in the next video.